This is the all-new Lamborghini Revuelto, the long-awaited replacement for the Aventador. This flagship supercar has a lot to live up to, but it's shaping up to be the most exciting model Lamborghini has ever made. New Lamborghini Revuelto is revealed, and it's a long-awaited replacement for the Aventador. Naturally aspirated V12 engine, hybrid with 3 electric motors, up to 1,015 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds, all-new interior design, could cost $497,263.50. And, just like most big V12 Lambos, it's named after a Spanish fighting bull. Sounds cool. But that name does also translate as scrambled eggs. It may have a strange name. However, this is one serious supercar designed to take on the might of the Ferrari SF90. It still has a 6.5-liter V12 engine, bonkers styling and impressive performance figures. Let's talk about new Revuelto's design. The Lamborghini Aventador was a tough act to follow with its bonkers styling, but the Revuelto is no shrinking violet either. It looks a bit like a greatest hits compilation from all the best Lamborghini models from the last 2 decades. As you'd expect, it shares the same pointy wedge shape of the Aventador, also similar to the Aventador, as well as every flagship Lamborghini. You get vertically opening scissor doors. There are also styling cues from limited run cars such as the Sian. The 3-pointed daytime running lights look as though they're lifted straight from that car, as do the zigzag side vents feeding air into the V12 engine. The wheels are 21 inches at the front and 22 inches at the rear, pretty tame for a mad supercar. You can get 22-inch wheels on the Volvo XC60 these days. The Revuelto also has clever hidden door handles which feed air into the radiators. The Y-shaped rear lights are akin to the ones found on the limited edition Centenario, and the shape of the roof looks pretty similar to that car as well. The massive twin exhausts mounted high up on the bumper are unique to the Revuelto, as is the exposed engine. The engine. A lot of supercar makers are downsizing their engines and turning to turbocharging in the pursuit of lower emissions, but that's not really Lamborghini's style. As a result, the Revuelto still has a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 mounted behind the driver. It may be the same size as the Aventador's engine, but it's an all-new unit. It's 17 kilograms lighter than the old V12, and it's packing a bigger punch as well. The most powerful Aventador was the Ultimi with 780 horsepower, but the Revuelto has a more rowdy 825 horsepower. It also has a new dual-clutch automatic gearbox, which should be a vast improvement over the robotized manual in the Aventador. That car would spin all 4 wheels when launching, and the gear changes were brutal. This new unit should be much smoother and quicker. The hybrid system of the car. The new Lamborghini Revuelto doesn't just make do with 825 horsepower, it's also boosted by 3 electric motors. That's right, this new flagship is a hybrid. This is where the Revuelto name starts to make sense, because it also translates to mixed together. So Lamborghini mixed V12 power with the instant torque of electric motors. It has 1 electric motor on the engine which helps boost power to the rear wheels, and each front wheel also gets its own motor. But how much power does the hybrid system add? That depends on which driving mode you have it in. You have 4 to choose from, starting with Cita. This is an electric-only mode for wafting around in the city, so it switches the engine off entirely and limits the electric motors to 180 horsepower. The V12 will fire up once the battery runs out, and it can fully recharge the 3.8 kilowatt-hours battery in just 6 minutes. Then you have Strada, which fires up the petrol engine to give you 886 horsepower. Sport mode cranks it up to 907 horsepower, and then there's Corsa. In Corsa mode you have the full 1015 horsepower to play with. That's more power than any Lamborghini ever made, and it's 15 horsepower more than you get in the Ferrari SF90. The weight and performance. Being a hybrid, the new Revuelto was always destined to be heavier than the Aventador, but Lamborghini has taken plenty of measures to make sure the impact is minimized. It has an all-new carbon fiber subframe at the front, which is 20% lighter than the aluminium frame used in the Aventador. It's 20% stiffer as well. Lamborghini hasn't quoted a weight for the Revuelto, but it is said that it has a power-to-weight ratio of 1.75 kilograms per horsepower. Some quick maths reveals that it should weigh around 1,780 kilograms, so about 250 kilograms more than the Aventador. Just how quick is the new Lamborghini Revuelto? Well, Lamborghini says it'll do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds, and it will accelerate from 0 to 120 miles per hour in less than 7.0 seconds. That's almost exactly the same as the Ferrari SF90. although that car will do 0 to 120 miles per hour in 6.7 seconds. The Revuelto has a higher top speed though, topping out at 217 miles per hour, compared to 211 miles per hour in the SF90. Let's check out the interior. The new Lamborghini Revuelto isn't just about bonkers performance, it's supposedly easier to live with as well. You get 84mm more legroom and 26mm more headroom than you got in the Aventador, so lanky drivers with helmets on should be fine. There's also space for a few bags under the bonnet, as well as a golf bag behind the seats. The Revuelto also has a completely overhauled infotainment system, something the Aventador sorely needed. You now have an 8.0-inch central touchscreen and a 12.0-inch digital driver's display, as well as a small screen in front of the passenger. There are more than 70 different color options to choose from, so you'll almost certainly be able to customize the cabin to suit your tastes. Just be prepared to open your wallet to get it how you want. Now let's check out the price. Lamborghini hasn't confirmed a price for the new Revuelto just yet. However, it has hinted that it could cost around £450,000, approximately $497,263.50. That's more than double the price of an Urus Performante, and around £70,000 more than a Ferrari SF90. The Revuelto is available to configure now, however buyers are likely to get their cars closer to the end of the year. This is a really state-of-the-art Lambo which is released in 2023. Hope you enjoyed the in-depth and full video of the car's specifications and overall performance. Let us know on the comment down below what you think and if there are any other cars which could compete with this bull.